Hey guys, Luke here from Students of History with another unit preview of the World History curriculum. This time it's one of the most important units, largest units of the year, Ancient Rome. We'll look at the Romans, thorough unit from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire, the fall of Rome. And look at this one here. You can start to see all your days are fully planned out for you from day 1 through day 10 based off of a block schedule. If you teach daily classes, this could be about 18, 19 class periods, so you're getting close to a month here of lesson plans fully planned out for you, engaging resources all about ancient Rome. Starting off with the early Romans, learning about the Etruscans and the founding of Rome through the myth of Romulus and Remus and looking at what that means. There's a reading activity on that. And the kids also do a little mapping activity to learn about the geography of the Mediterranean before they do a flipped classroom lesson or guided notes with a PowerPoint that you can use. Then they're learning about daily life in Rome. There's some great sources that kids can read to learn about life in Rome and what Roman society was like. Going to have a lesson on the Punic Wars, challenges to the Roman Republic that really kind of shook the Republic, how Rome came to be the dominant power after defeating Carthage in the Punic Wars. We'll learn about Hannibal's famous trip through the Alps on the elephant in the Punic Wars. Before we move on to day 4, another great flipped classroom lesson or a PowerPoint or a Google slide with guided notes on Julius Caesar and his rise to prominence. There's some great sourcing activity that kids are going to use there. Geography, they'll learn with some mapping activities, looking at his famous crossing of the Rubicon, looking at who Julius Caesar was, the rise of the Roman Empire. And then the next lesson is an awesome one where we look at good and bad emperors of Rome. There's a magic portrait PowerPoint where some of these emperors come alive. Kids have to think critically about when they learn about Nero or Hadrian or Marcus Aurelius and say, is this a good emperor or a bad emperor based off of some characteristics that they learn about each one. Then they look at the Pax Romana, the famous Roman peace. They learn about Roman mythology and connect that back to what they learned about Greek mythology and how those are interconnected. The next lesson is about Christianity in the Roman Empire and how it rose from being, a small religion to being the official state religion of the Roman Empire and the conversion of the Roman Emperor. There's a flipped classroom lesson. There's some primary sources that kids can analyze about the persecution of early Christians there as well. And then the next lesson, they're learning about the decline and fall of the Roman Empire, the invasion of barbarians. They are sourcing some different causes and categorizing them and ranking them based off of what they feel were the major causes for the fall of Rome and how that impacted the Western Roman Empire, and then doing some geography activities where they're learning about the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire. Before they spend some time on review, there's a thorough review packet that they can use. There's guided, there's review games, there are review worksheets, and then there's obviously the tests. There's a few options for your test there. There's Google Forms option for the test. You have different tests for retakes or absent students if you choose to. And all those are editable. So if you want to take out a question or add a question, you can, and those are there for you for that test. And you also, if you're teaching virtually or online, or you just want to need some quick digital activities, all of them are linked here in the Distance Learning Hub. You've got your flipped classroom videos. These are all linked in the lessons themselves. All of those are there. You have your digital notebook activities. You've got a unit guide packet. You have a ton of Google Doc activities that are there also, so you can edit these if you need to, but you also have the printable PDF versions in the downloads of the lessons as well. Everything is here for you. It's an incredibly thorough unit on ancient Rome. It's an engaging one. It's one kids love because there's so many fascinating aspects of ancient Rome that you can connect to today. And it's perfect for your middle school or high school world history students. I think you'll love it. It's going to be incredibly helpful for you. Everything's paced out. You don't have to worry about pacing. You don't have to worry about lesson planning or projects or what your kids are going to be doing each day because that's all done for you. If you have any questions about this unit on ancient Rome or any of the other units, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. And thanks again for checking this out.